The Pirates take on the Reds, 1:10 p.m. Eastern start time. The Cincinnati Reds are minus a $1.70, totals 9.5. And if you like the Pirates in an upset victory on the road here, they're plus 140 for some money line cash. They're also minus 135, catching the 1.5 on the run line. Connor Overton's the starting pitcher for Pittsburgh. River San Martin for Cincinnati. Now, guys, we went 4-1 with a push in our 6 premium sports picks on BrockPage.com yesterday. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on this video that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website. And once again, that's BrockPage.com. We're also perfect 7-0 in our last 7 $1.99 daily best plays on BrockPage.com as well. And if you want to access today's daily best play, it's only going to cost you just $1.99. We currently have over 825 members who are signed up and active on that site. And once again, if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website. And once again, that's BrockPage.com. And real quick, just want to give a thank you, a shout out to the sportsbook down at Maryland Live Casino, who actually booked those bets yesterday that we won on. So shout out to Maryland Live. Always a good time down there. Definitely one of my favorite casinos really in the country. But anyway, River San Martin, he makes his debut with the Reds here today. Since he's currently on a 3-game winning streak and they scored 7 runs or more in all 3 of those victories, this high-powered Cincinnati lineup is also in the top 5 in scoring. They're taking on a last-place Pittsburgh squad who actually scores fewer runs per contest than any other team in the big leagues. Pittsburgh has taken the loss in 5 out of their last 7 ball games, and they're scoring just 3.7 runs per contest for the entire season. Now, total-wise, Pittsburgh's gone 21-16 to the over in their divisional road games. Meanwhile, Cincinnati's 46-34 to the over for the entire season at Great American Ballpark. Give me the Cincinnati Reds minus 170 and the over 9.5. Next ballgame, Royals, Indians, 110 East. Cleveland Indians are minus 180, totals 9.5. Cal Quantrill for Cleveland, Jackson Kowar for Kansas City. Now, Cowar's had a horrible year. He's 0-4 with an 11.45 ERA and a 2.23 whip. The Royals are 13 games below 500. And their pitching staff's in the bottom 3 in the league in walks allowed on the road. They're taking on a Cleveland squad who's done a real nice job against the AL Central this year. They're 41-31 straight up in their divisional ball games. Cal Quantrill also comes into today's matchup with a 7-3 record and a 2.82 ERA. Now, the righties also fanned 116 batters and has a 1.18 whip. When it comes to the total in this one, 5 out of Cleveland's last 8 contests at Progressive Field stayed under the number. Meanwhile, the Royals went 90% to the under in their last 10 themselves, 5-1 to the under in their last 6 on the road. I'm going to lean toward the Cleveland Indians minus 1.5 and the under 9.5 runs. Next contest, White Sox, Tigers, 1:10 p.m. East. Chicago's minus 155, numbers 9.5. Dallas Keuchel for Chicago, Matt Manning for Detroit. But as bad as Manning's been, the Tigers have still won 5 out of their last 7 ball games, and they currently have a winning record at Comerica Park. Detroit's also cashed in on the run line in 4 out of their last 6 home games. They're taking on a Chicago club who actually has a losing record on the road. Dallas Keuchel comes into today's start with a lackluster 8-9 record and a terrible 5.18 ERA. Equally as bad, Keuchel's walked 56 batters and has a 1.50 whip. Now, total-wise, 7 out of Chicago's last 10 outings fell under the line. Meanwhile, the Tigers went 9-1 to the under in their last 10 ball games themselves, 6-0 to the under in their last 6 at Comerica Park. I'm going to lean toward the Detroit Tigers plus 1.5 and the under 9.5 runs. Are you leaving? Guess not. Next ball game, it is going to be Nationals versus the Rockies, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Colorado Rockies are minus 165, numbers 11.5. German Marquez for Colorado. Josiah Gray for Washington. Now, Gray's averaging over a strikeout an inning for the Nationals. Their lineup's in the top 3 in road hits per game. And, of course, Juan Soto's second in the majors in both batting average and OPS. The outfielder is hitting .322 with an OPS of 1.023. They're taking on a Colorado club who's on a 4-game losing streak themselves and also dropped 6 out of their last 7. This Colorado pitching staff's also in the bottom 3 in striking batters out at home. German Marquez has double-digit losses on the season, .432 ERA for the righty. When it comes to the total in this one, Washington saw 7 out of their last 10 ball games get over the number. 6-1 to the over in their last 7 on the road. I'm going to lean toward the Washington Nationals plus 1.5. And the over 11.5 runs. And with that, now it's time for our next and final matchup. A's versus the Mariners, 10:10 Eastern first pitch. The Seattle Mariners are minus 120, numbers 8.5. Chris Flexen for Seattle, Cole Irvin for Oakland. Irvin's got double-digit wins on the year, .399 ERA and 117 strikeouts. The A's are coming off an impressive 3-game sweep of the first-place Astros. They held the league's best-scoring team to just 6 total runs in that 3-game series. They're taking on a Mariners club who's dead last in the majors in hits on average per game. This Mariners lineup is also averaging just 3.9 runs a game at T-Mobile Park. Now, total-wise, Seattle went 7-3 to the under in their last 10 ball games. Meanwhile, Oakland went 80% to the under in their last 10 themselves. 3-0 to the under in their last 3 when traveling. Give me the Oakland A's plus $1. And the under 8.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com. We are 7-0 in our last 7, $1.99 daily best plays on that website. I like Cincinnati minus 170, over 9.5. Cleveland minus 1.5, under 9.5. Detroit plus 1.5, under 9.5 runs. Washington plus 1.5, over 11.5. And before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder that we are 7-0 in our last 7, $1.99 daily best plays on my brockpage.com website. I'm going to lean toward the Oakland A's plus $1 and the under 8.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our shout out of the day. And that's going to go to Tamara Water, who said a few days ago, "Can you smell what the Brock is cooking?" All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website at brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on that website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you are going to get that. You're going to get access to that content through the end of September, and you actually have to continue to opt in for October. And if you do opt in for October, you are going to get billed on October 1st. So I always tell folks, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. But most importantly, guys, gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that, guys, happy Monday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.